let's talk about the NBA Finals. Mavs versus Celtics. I got Mavs in 5. I ain't stutter. Mavs in 5. Who has the best player? Luka Doncic. Who has the best coach? Jason Kidd. Let's go down the list of past NBA champions, and this will further prove my point that if you have the best coach and you have the best player, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win the championship. But let's first start off with the best player because that's the most important part. Jokic, the MVP. He went ahead, won it. Curry, Giannis, LeBron, Kawhi, KD, LeBron again, Dirk, Kobe, Duncan. All of these guys are all-time greats. I believe one day Luka Doncic will be, at the very least, a top 15 player of all time. I don't believe Tatum will sniff top 15 of all time. I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I think right now he's the 6th or 7th, 8th best player in the NBA. Tatum is just Paul George. Jason Tatum is Paul George with just an A-plus roster and in the Eastern Conference without LeBron James. Don't you think an Indiana Pacers Paul George with this roster would do the same exact thing without LeBron in the East? Yeah. But is Paul George on the is Paul George a number 1? Nah. He's number 2. I believe that's Tatum. That's what I believe. The only way the Celtics win is if Tatum plays one like an all-time great player, because we have seen the past champions, all of them have been from Jokic, from Curry, from Kawhi, LeBron, KD, Kobe, Duncan, whoever you want to call it, Dirk. They're all-time greats, and they played like all-time greats in the finals to win it for their ball clubs. I don't think Tatum's in that stratosphere. That's my first reason. The best player. Another reason, the duo. You have Tatum and Brown, and you got Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. You taking Kyrie and Luka, or are you taking Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown? I will say it again for you guys. Are you taking Luka and Kyrie or Tatum and Brown? I'm taking Luka and Kyrie every single time. Every single time. Luka is better than Tatum. Kyrie is better than Jaylen Brown. Oh, how could you say that Jaylen Brown's better than Kyrie? I don't know. Because Kyrie has done it? Oh, I don't know. Because Kyrie has been proven to be one of the best wingmans of all time. So I'm going to go with their track record of being clutch performance. I'm going to go with Kyrie's track record of literally hitting the greatest shot in NBA history. And no disrespect to Jaylen Brown, but it's like it's levels to this. It is. Kyrie Irving in the finals? What is we talking about? Literally, if Kyrie Irving did not get injured in 2015, and if he didn't face KD and that overpowered Warrior squad, I don't know if Kyrie Irving loses a finals. Loses one. This is the same guy that dropped 41 in Game 5 with LeBron James, matched him, and then was the go-to guy in the clutch in Game 7. So I'm sorry, that's the guy who I trust more as my number 2 option. All right, cool. After those 2 guys, I will say that the Celtics have the better starting 5 because you got, Derek White, Jrue Holiday, Kristaps Porzingis. That's the next 3 best players. Now we're at like 6 players right now, right? Or what would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll be 7 players right now out of the top 10. That next, I'll say P.J. Washington, Derek Lively, Al Horford. The Celtics have a great starting five, but outside their starting five, their bench ain't nothing. Am I scared of Samuel Hauser? Am I scared of Pritchard? Am I scared of Horford? Like, hey, it might be some of my Sixers bias, but I ain't scared of no Horford, bro. So I'm not saying like the Celtics like each game are gonna get blown out. I don't think the Celtics get blown out. What I'm saying is it'll be close games, but I trust I trust the oh, wow. I trust the Mavs in close games, and I think a lot of these games will end up just like the Minnesota series, where it could have gone either way, but the Mavs just had the best closers, and I said closers, in the game of basketball, and that prevailed in the end. So that's what I look to. That's what I predict, and that's who I'm siding with. I've always stayed consistent. What did I say? Whoever in the West is spanking the Celtics. And seeing what the Mavs did to the Timberwolves, seeing the way that they were able to get whatever they wanted against the number one defense in the league, makes me really, really confident that Kyrie and Luka will do the exact same thing on the biggest stage. Because why? They're built like that. Now look, if Jason Tatum and these guys win without injuries, if these guys win, I will go out here. I will apologize. I will apologize. I've already told Paris and Kobe, if you watch Legends Live Forever, please watch that. We have intense debates. Paris is a hell of a coach. He's also a hell of a Celtics fan. You know, Kobe is a hell of a Lakers fan, but for some reason he is supporting the Celtics. But tune in for that, because it's going to get very, very real. Very, very real. But that's all I got, man. Mavs in 5. And my last point is, let's not understate what Jason Kidd has done and how he has improved in being a coach, especially in coaching superstars, since his days in Milwaukee. Jason Kidd needs his respect, and don't try to, understate the way that Luka plays as a point guard, the way that Kyrie Irving has, been more of a passing point guard at times, and I attribute that to Jason Kidd. Come on.